Hello fans, and welcome once again to an outstanding episode of ECPW Fully Charged. And tonight we return again to Kingston, New York. And we got a couple of doozies for you. Tonight we have the return of Rick King. That's right, Rick King, after a long absence from ECPW, he is back. And tonight he faces Drew Marston.
Rick King's been gone from the ring for what, almost 4 or 5 years now?
A couple of years.
It was great to see him in the locker room pre-show, and I can't wait to see what he has to offer against a young competitor like Drew Marston.
I bet we're going to see something great there. And then we're going to have a fun one. JT Metal without his manager tonight. No Kurt Klein. Don't know where he is.
Which is suspicious, because Kurt Klein's suspension has been up for quite some time now, and I just don't know where or what that crafty guy is doing.
You never know where he's going to show up. But tonight, JT Metal faces Timir Gibbs.
I think that's something going to be a very entertaining, a very competitive and strange match, because you're going to have an almost untethered JT Metal against an up-and-coming Spitfire like Timir.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a treat. And then in our main event, the Midnight Delight will face a surprise tag team. We've got a big surprise for you. So you know what? Let's go right to the ring, because we're fully charged.
Bruno Sammartino, Superstar Billy Graham. They've all fought in this building. But now, beautiful Buddy Thomas is here. And it's my time to go viral.
Alright fans, welcome back to Kingston, New York. We are about to see, from New York City, dynamic Drew Marston. Attilio, what do you got to say there?
Oh, I got to say that Drew has gone through quite the personality shift in the last couple of months here. And, you know, whether it be his matches in Jersey or his matches in the Hudson Valley, I think that attitude of his is going to start getting in his way very soon.
Well, you can see in the corner there, Vince Conti, our senior official, is keeping a close eye on him. So I think he's noticed some of the change as well.
You know, one of the things is that Marston was such a well-rounded kid. He was such a good guy, and now with, you know, due to the collaboration between a couple guys in Jersey, being Anthony Marcos and Connor Riley, they convinced Drew Marston to do things their way, and he's been following that ever since.
And you know what? We may just be seeing the beginning of what is the real him. This may be the real Drew Marston.
Well, at this point, only time will tell.
And fans making his return, Rick King, Kingston native, making his return to ECPW Fully Charged. It's been a long time since we've seen him in the Hudson Valley.
It has been, what, almost 4 or 5 years since the last time we've seen Rick King step into one of our rings?
It's been quite a while.
You know, it was a pleasure getting to see him again, talk to him again. His personality's the same as ever, except he's got more focus than he has before.
And he's bulked up a bit for this match.
Well, he's definitely a little bit bigger, I'll give you that. And you see there's no shortage of Rick King fans in the crowd tonight. Lots of orange t-shirts.
That is certain. And he did say in the back that he knew he had to up his game to make his comeback here with a whole new roster. He's not wrestling the same old Hudson Valley guys that he left.
Well, he's definitely going to be in for it with Drew Marston, who is one of our best pure wrestlers in the locker room.
Well, I got to say this. I think Rick King's up for the challenge.
Well, just like with whether or not this is the real Marston, whether or not Rick King is up to the challenge, once again, only time will tell.
The referee's trying to get Drew Marston into the ring. Well, Marston's become pretty vocal with this new attitude as well.
Well, plenty for us to hear a little bit more of that list.
Ooh. King got a nice reception from his home crowd. And he looks like he's ready and raring to go.
Well, again, we are at the sold-out packed crowd here in this legendary building in Kingston, New York, home to the WWF back in the early to mid-70s. There's been so much history in this building, and it was an honor for me to step in this ring last week and get that chance to present myself in such a historic building.
Oh, yes, this is one of those places that if these walls could talk, there'll be some incredible stories. But like that, we want to start fresh, and a whole new generation is going to have a whole lot more stories to tell.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. But now we're going to have to see if Rick King still got what it takes to hang with this new generation.
Rick King bulked up. He's got that David San Martino look. Since he bulked up a bit.
Now we got our first lockup. Rick King rolled through, kip up. Looks like he's still got that agility. Looks like he might not have missed a step.
Well, this is the first time these two guys are meeting. It's the first time they've ever been in the same building together.
You know, and that's going to be a very tricky situation to be in, where both competitors have a vast array of footage to look at from each other from the past. The past can only tell you so much about what's going to happen right now in the present, and especially when you're in there for the first time with the guy, you don't know what to expect.
And all the footage that Marston could watch is not going to give you today's version of Rick King. It's just not. Different guy, different era.
Especially when, at least with the old production crew for the Hudson Valley, it was very rare we got any footage.
But between you and I, we've seen, and the fans, a lot of the fans on tonight, they have seen Rick King wrestle and compete before. So they know what they usually expect from him. But what are we going to see tonight? We're getting a sample of it now, right there.
Again, there's Rick with some excellent agility, excellent maneuverability. It looks like he has not lost a step, but he might be a little exhausted. There might be some ring rust after all. Rick King on the pursuit now. And a chop that did not faze the man. That echoed through the building. Now you actually had a chance to sit down with Rick for quite some time and speak to him in the locker room before the show today. Can you fill me and the fans in a bit more about what you guys were talking about?
Well, he was out with a couple of injuries, and that's why we hadn't seen him. And he worked through that. He rehabbed it. And he has just been constantly training, constantly preparing to make his comeback. And this was just the right place. He was waiting for the right place, the right time to do it. And this show, this place, this building was the exact best time for him to do this. And he said he wanted to make his return in front of his own people.
Chop to the upper back there.
And when presented with the opportunity to face Drew Marston, he welcomed it.
But yes, there's no better place to have your comeback match than in your hometown.
Oh! There's where you see the youngster versus the veteran.
Rick throws him right up for a neck breaker. Spins back up. Are we going to go for two?
Oh, he's going to take number two, it looks like.
Elbow right to the nose. Kick out at two. You're going to need to lay it in a little more than that if you want to keep Drew Marston down.
Rick King, he knows the top rope pretty well. It's been a while since he's been up there, but he does know it. Oh!
Looks like he took a little too much time. Marston getting those knees up right to the back of the head, too, and that was almost three.
Oh, that's where you can tell Marston did his homework. He knew what was coming.
Well, when someone goes up top, there's really only a few things that they're going to go for. It's going to be some kind of bomb or some kind of splash. So it's whether or not you can coordinate yourself and gather yourself enough to be able to counter one of those maneuvers.
Oh, you're absolutely correct. And Marston in the back there, he wasn't talking to anybody. He was sitting in the corner, brooding, rocking back and forth, totally just wanted to be left alone so he could concentrate on this.
You know, Drew Marston is slowly becoming more unhinged. You know, I wonder when that name dynamic's going to change to the unhinged Drew Marston.
Yeah, and as ruthless and as aggressive as he's been becoming, and as much as, you know, we're not fond of his new persona, he's not a very nice guy, but he is more focused.
He has certainly racked himself up quite a few accolades since this personality change, and he's gunning right for the top. He wants to get another shot at Bulldog Pittman.
Couple of reversals there. Nobody able to get the 3 count.
Oh, Rick manages the counter and locks in a submission move. Wait, Marston gets at the ropes and forces a break.
Marston's going to start to learn why this man's called the submission technician.
Oh, and a leg lariat takes Rick King swiftly down to the mat. 2 and a kick out at 2.
And you did bring up a good point. Drew Marston was so upset after being defeated by Bulldog Pittman that it's just become all-consuming to him.
And what also helped start Marston down this dark path was his repeated attempts going for the New Jersey light heavyweight champion.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. He put his whole heart into trying to get that. It didn't work out, and that's where the change really started.
Kick right to the side of the head. Snapmare. Marston slips around up front. Kick right to the solar plexus. The cover 2. Kick out. That kick out was pretty late there on the part of Rick King.
And you can see the look of frustration on Drew Marston's face.
Rick King trying to fight back a little bit. But Marston's got the leverage advantage right now.
Well, it's safe to say the feeling out period's over.
This is devolving right into a brawl. Something that Rick King, depending on who he's been in there with, has been more or less comfortable with in the past. Wait, he almost had that submission move locked in. Marston measuring Rick King. Big diving clothesline there.
You had them all there. 1, 2. No.
Kick out again. 2.
Again, another kick out. He's going to go for a third one. He should have hooked the leg like that the first time. He is not happy with the referee. Not happy at all.
When you see a competitor go for multiple back-to-back pins like that, it's not always about trying to get the win. Sometimes it's just trying to wear your opponent out. You know, making him kick out over and over and over again until you wear him out to the point of exhaustion.
I'll tell you, I don't know what kind of ECPW locker room Rick King expected to see when he got back, but I'm sure he's a little surprised at the difference.
Well, the level of athleticism, the level of technical ability, the quality of professional wrestler we have today is unlike anything the Hudson Valley has ever seen before.
And he should be happy with that, because he used to be the guy that would come out and say, hey, where's the real challenges? Where's the better challenger? I want more. Well, guess what? He's just got it.
And Drew Marston is definitely pushing Rick King to the edge tonight. Both competitors fighting. Both dangling on the ropes. Wait, looks like Rick is trying to set up. Wait. Both competitors trying to fight for dominance here. Both precariously on the second rope. And I don't think either of them took the better end of any of that. I'd like to say referee Jason Feinberg doing a phenomenal job tonight.
That he is. I'm sure Marston will disagree, but yes, he is doing a fine job.
a Feinberg job.
Fans, we want to take this time to remind you, go to ECPW1.com for all the information on all our events. ECPW1.com.
Big clothesline there by Rick King. There's the second one. Rick is getting fired up, the duck of the line. Oh, and a step up enziguri. Got him up. Big vertical suplex right there. A very short stall in there. 2, kick out at 2. Again, that kick out was a little late by Drew Marston. Now, I don't think that Drew Marston was quite expecting this much from somebody who hasn't been in the ring in almost 5 years.
I don't know. He's very cocky. And he just thought he was going to have a cakewalk today. Well, guess what?
And Rick
no cakewalk today, Marston.
And Rick King here, I don't think was expecting this much from somebody so young.
No. So they're both surprised.
But Rick scouting that move, avoiding it. Marston came crashing down. Looks like Rick is going back up.
He's going back up. Will he get it this time? Let's see. The fans are hoping for it. Oh, he nails it this time.
And
he locks it in.
Locking in that submission move he went for earlier. And Marston taps out. I can't believe that Drew Marston actually tapped out for the first time ever.
Well, fans, there you have it. Triumphant in his return to his hometown, the submission technician, Rick King. Welcome back, Rick.
And congratulations on your first big win since getting back in the locker room.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. You and your crew. Hopefully, we won't need your services tonight, but the way these guys are, they can get pretty raucous in that ring.
Okay, well, first of all, thank you for having us here. If something does happen, you can assure that we are the perfect crew to be here, help you guys out.
Really? Are those legal papers for you? Yeah, I'd like to know. Well, everything's going fine, actually. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear. Good. Actually, you know what? No, I don't really care. So, well, I'll tell you what. You might care about this. You're going to be in a match tonight. Oh, really? Good. Yeah, you're going to be in a match tonight against Timir. Why? Why Timir? Dude, you just gave me a championship match like the last time. I gave you a championship match, and you blew it. So here's what you got to do. You got to start from the ground.
I don't want to start from the top, from the bottom.
That's the way it goes, my friend. You start from the bottom, you work your way up. You show me something, you'll get yourself another championship match at some point.
Oh, really?
Not anytime soon, but some point. Right?
And guess what? Timir, Gibbs, I can go right through them. A little pipsqueak.
Well, show me. All right?
Well,
good luck tonight.
Oh, I'll show you. Bye. Get out.
Tonight is Kurt Klein. Kurt Klein, the manager, is not here. Is there some ordinance in Kingston that he's not allowed to be here?
You know, I don't know. Again, it is very strange that Kurt Klein's not here. JT's not happy that there seems to be some kind of technical difficulty and his theme song isn't playing. But, you know, again, very strange that Kurt Klein couldn't make it. His suspension is long over. And, I mean, I have no... look at that. He's just picking on some old man.
Picking on the fans. Wow. Well, Klein or no Klein, we're going to get a very angry young man in JT Metal. But fans, oh look, it's Timir Gibbs. Timir Gibbs making his Kingston debut.
Oh, Timir Gibbs so far has been just about everywhere the Hudson Valley has to offer, and he proves to be one of the most popular competitors over and over again.
He is a very nice young fellow.
Timir making his walk down to the ring here. And I'm expecting a pretty interesting contest between these two competitors.
This is going to be interesting to say the least. I think the fans of Kingston here are in for a treat. Referee calls for the bell. Look at the world of heavy metal versus the world of anime.
Again, it's going to be a very interesting matchup here.
JT's still jawing with the fans. It seems that when he does not have Kurt Klein with him, he loses a little direction. He's a little more uncanny, a little more unpredictable.
Well, if there's one positive thing I can say about JT Metal getting Kurt Klein as his manager is JT has been far more focused. He's had more of a directive. And with Kurt Klein, despite how they got there, he quickly skyrocketed to the title scene.
Oh, you know, that's two negatives make a positive.
That's what they say. But now, Timir Gibbs showing JT Metal just what kind of wrestler he is. Timir into the ropes. Oh, and Timir almost taking himself out there.
It's very deceiving looking at Timir. You don't think you're going to see what you get out of him.
Look at that. JT right over. Kick out real quick after that.
That's a perfect example of that.
Right back into the headlock takeover. And this crowd woke up real quick.
Oh yeah, Timir has been wowing the crowds all over New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania.
Cartwheel out, a little matrix there. And a strange Hurricane Rana from the underarms there.
Well, he used his legs. Those legs are pretty strong. He used his legs to really take JT out. But look at JT Metal.
Oh, JT dumping Timir right on his face.
Just like that, the tide turned.
Timir almost ended this early, but JT managed to scout that pretty well. Oh, now just blatant choking him in front of the referee.
The fans are not happy about that. And JT Metal just can't seem to get past this constant battle with Vince Conti. Just cannot get past it.
Well, JT Metal is, I think, really only doing what Kurt Klein is telling him to do. And if Kurt calls him up and says, you know, I want you to mess with Vince today, that's what's going to happen.
And he's messing awful with Timir right now. Blatant choke against the ropes there.
But this is something that has been going on between the three of them for a very long time now, since last year almost.
Oh, look at this. Oh!
Big body slam right there.
Here comes that, that elbow.
You know, I gotta say, he's got a picture-perfect elbow drop.
He says that's what he calls when the hammer comes down.
Well, I would say hammer time, but that's the wrong genre of music.
Wrong genre. Oh, picks him right up there.
Got him with a double chicken when there. Very, very painful maneuver.
He just drops him just like a bad habit.
Again, we're seeing a more focused JT, but he's pulling out moves that he's never used before, and I think it's because he doesn't have Kurt Klein reining him in.
He's come a long way, regardless. Both of these young men come a long, long way from where they started.
Stiff knees right to the mid-back of Timir. That I definitely feel that one. Now, again, this is where the focus of JT Metal is lacking. Instead of staying on Timir, he was trash talking the crowd, and could have and almost cost him.
Timir on that crucifix.
Gets him over, kick out at 2 by JT.
Oh, Timir went for that leg scissors again. Oh, he's gonna get him. No. Oh!
JT Metal reversing that second Hurricanrana attempt.
He's letting the fans know what he really thinks now.
You know, I do gotta say that you aren't gonna catch JT with the same move twice in one match. By the next time you wrestle him, he may have forgotten everything, but you certainly can't get one over on him
He
during the
probably
match.
can't remember his own moveset.
Big splash in the corner. Timir shot off into the turnbuckle. Up he goes.
Oh.
Big backbreaker. Did you see the way his
Dug
spine
that
bent?
knee right into his back. Oh. I'm not gonna do it.
Again, going for the 3 pin attempts.
Now he's giving the referee a piece of his mind there.
Referee Feinberg standing his ground. Timir.
Oh!
Thunderous smack.
That's Tamir's sassy slap.
And this might be the first person that the slap didn't
Oh!
phase.
And just like that, out of nowhere, that elbow.
I mean, there might not have been enough brain to get rattled around in that head.
There's a little blood coming out of the mouth of JT Metal.
Maybe that bit of brain's leaking out.
And this match is starting to get a little down and dirty here.
And Timir has one of the most deadliest slaps. And
there's that elbow again. He let the hammer down on him again.
But Timir just barely got out of the way. A second time now.
To the well, one time too many.
He caught nothing but canvas. Well, he's saying, Timir just using his body like a log and trips JT Metal. Both competitors are pretty worn out by this point now. Duck of the line. Timir flying clothesline number 1. Flying clothesline number 2.
Boy, he's on fire now.
Drop kick sends JT right into the corner. Timir, cartwheel, back elbow. Are we going to see the bulldog? And we did.
Let's see, he gets the cover.
Kick out at 2.
JT Metal still had a little something left in the tank there. Timir has certainly won over these fans tonight, though.
Oh, there it is. Can we see the end of the match? Now 2 and 3.
Wow.
Tremendous victory by Timir Gibbs.
And the fans are showing their appreciation for a job well done.
You know, and if we had heard right earlier in the night, this nets Timir a number 1 contender spot toward the viral title.
Wow. Oh, it's well deserved. Fans, there is your winner, Timir Gibbs. He's getting one heck of a round of applause from this crowd.
I don't think JT was expecting quite the resistance he got from Timir tonight.
No, I think Timir really changed his tune.
That's saying the least.
Fans, here's our main event for the show.
And what a main event it is.
Beautiful Buddy, Playboy Paulie,
the Midnight Delight. But coming out soon, and we're going to save it for when they come out, they have a surprise challenge tonight.
Absolutely.
certified legends of the professional wrestling industry. One
You
of
know what?
them, global success.
But I will say this. These two young men are so arrogant, they don't even seem phased by it.
You know what? And to defend them slightly, nor should they. Your job is to challenge yourself against any and all competitors, and you can't let the thought of who you're going to be in the ring with overwhelm you. You can't let it feel like a daunting task, otherwise that's where your first mistakes are going to happen.
And I'll tell you what, these fans have done their homework, because this is the first time the Midnight Delight has come into Kingston, and the fans already hate them.
Oh, that's for sure.
Listen to those boos.
And we heard from Buddy Thomas earlier. He proudly exclaimed, "Now is his time." And you know what, Buddy Thomas, our most successful and longest running viral champion to date. And youngest viral champion at that as well.
But when he has Playboy Paulie with him, he's even more vicious. Oh, they're calling him Paul. And here's the surprise, ladies and gentlemen. The FBI, the full-blooded Italians.
Or tonight, the Sons of Italy.
Whatever way, it's Gino Caruso and Nunzio the Little Guido. No matter which moniker they use, no matter which moniker they use, no matter what town it is, whether they're the Sons of Italy, whether they're the FBI, you're getting beat up.
Friends for more than 30 years and on and off tag team partners for just about as long. There are very few teams in the industry that have as much chemistry as these two men right
And
here.
I'll tell you, they've competed against each other as well on a few occasions.
Oh,
So they know what it's like to hit each other as well. You can't be best friends 30 years without having a little scuffle once in a while. But I'll tell you what, Midnight Delight, they're in for it tonight.
This is going to be a tough challenge indeed.
Nunzio looks great, doesn't he?
Oh, Nunzio has perpetually been in the best shape of his life for the last 30 years. He is in tremendous condition. Not a single gray on that head of his, and he's in tremendous shape. But the elephant in the room here in this match is, again, Nunzio and Gino Caruso are at an advanced age. So can their stamina hold out against Buddy Thomas and Playboy Paulie? Can they take the same amount of hits? Can they have the longevity to pull out a 20-minute match if necessary?
I think you'd be surprised. Well, Buddy Thomas and Playboy Paulie are going to put them to the test. Paulie's already taunted him. Said Buddy wants to start out. Yeah, here we go. Sons of Italy having a little powwow over there. And they look like they're ready to go.
Buddy Thomas starting out here with Nunzio. Which I think it's very cool to say that Nunzio's pretty much a semi-regular roster member here on Fully Charged.
I'll tell you, the fans love having him here. We love having him too. Oh, right now Buddy Thomas is loving that though.
Gets that rear chin lock locked in. Nunzio right over, going for the pin. Kick out at 2. That was almost it right there.
Well, remember, Nunzio, as a young man, was an accomplished mat wrestler, accomplished football player.
Nunzio, a tremendous athlete of his and pretty much any generation that he has competed in. There's another lockup. Buddy Thomas quickly taking the head. Buddy Thomas sporting the leverage advantage here over Nunzio.
Well, over 6'2", he's definitely got the height advantage here.
A few quick shots into the gut. Shoulder tackle takes Nunzio down into the rope, against the ropes, a sweep of the leg, cover, kick out at 2. Thomas retaliating.
Right back to him.
There's an arm drag, locks in an arm bar.
And this isn't the first time that Buddy Thomas has been in the ring with Nunzio either. They've met each other on several occasions.
It's not the first time that he's been in the ring with Nunzio or Gino Caruso. Some months back we saw a different tag team match with a few different competitors. Double hip toss right there.
Oh!
Team elbow drop.
But if you notice, Paulie hasn't really made an effort to get in there yet. He put his hand out and pulled it away just as quick when things started going bad.
I also think it could potentially be their strategy is to save their strongest member, and Playboy Paulie physically has the strength advantage in this match. He's got the height, he's got the leverage, and he's got the strength. So maybe the plan is to have Buddy Thomas wear out both competitors so Paulie can come in with the big guns.
Well, the Godfather's in there right now, Gino Caruso. He's got Buddy right where he wants him.
A little slap of the belly right there.
Now, pulled his arm hair out. Oh, that's brutal.
Oh, a little rake in the eyes. Oh, Paulie tagged right in.
Yeah, there goes Paulie. And look at that.
Caught with a swift arm drag by Gino Caruso.
And he gets the same treatment from the Godfather. Oh, a little slow-mo there, but he ripped his underarm hair out too.
Paulie into the ropes, double back elbow. Paulie going for the cover. Nunzio going for the cover, kick out at 2.
Oh, look at that.
Spine and a clothesline.
A little teamwork there.
Down.
Just like that, beautiful Buddy's back in. Right on top of Nunzio.
There's a cover, kick out at 2. Maybe not so smart doing it so close to the ropes, but you know, you gotta try to go for the win.
It wasn't even to get the pinfall. He just wants to cut that ring in half. Here comes Gino Caruso trying to get in. The referees go, nope, you're not the legal man.
Referee rightfully doing his job, but when you're seeing blatant cheating like this.
Oh, look at this. Beautiful Buddy choking Nunzio. Paulie's keeping the referee busy with Gino Caruso. Brutal.
Gino trying his best to help his friend, but again, the referee's got to do his job, but the referee's got to notice what's going on.
Oh, I've seen this before. Oh!
A little neck snapper right there.
He calls that Paulie's perfect snap.
Kick out at 2 again by Nunzio.
One thing Playboy Paulie is good at is playing the psychological game in there.
Oh, absolutely. With Nunzio trying to fight his way out. Paulie sprawling on top of him. And regaining control. Some stiff shots there.
Oh. He's going to take him for a little ride. A big suplex.
Stalling suplex, massive and going for the cover 2. That was almost the 3.
You see the look of relief on Gino Caruso's face.
Again, this factors in my analysis from earlier. How much can these old-timers take before the youth outweighs the stamina?
Beautiful Buddy's right back in there. Well, right to this. Oh, and he gets a shot to the Godfather.
Oh,
Which rolls up by Nunzio. Once again,
he's not there to see it.
Once again, Gino Caruso not able to get in.
That gave Buddy Thomas more than enough time to kick out.
Oh, hit with that clothesline.
That devastating. I've been hit with that several times, and it never felt good once.
And the name of the game here is keep Nunzio on one side of the ring. They do not want him to get over to Gino Caruso.
Big chop there. There's a second one. Nunzio fighting his way back out. And a stiff shot to the upper back sends him right back down. Another tag in. Paulie the legal man. Big shoulder thrusts into the corner. Nunzio into the ropes. Paulie ducking the line. Crossbody takes him down, 2 and kick out.
But can Nunzio get to his corner? Paulie cuts him right off. That's one thing you gotta say about the Midnight Delight. They will cut you off at every attempt to get to your corner.
Big body slam by Paulie. Looks like Paulie's going up top. We've only seen him do this a small handful of times.
He's measuring up Nunzio. Here he goes. Oh!
A big miss there. Gets
right in the
nothing
keister.
but canvas.
Can Nunzio make the tag? He's almost there. Gino Caruso stretching out there. Here comes Beautiful Buddy. Oh, and Gino Caruso gets the tag.
Big clothesline by Gino. Gino,
boy.
House of Fire, taking them both down. Big noggin knocker.
He's cleaning house now. Nunzio back in. Oh, I've seen this before.
Ooh, and teammates collide.
Oh, look at this. It's time to row the boat.
Well, they're certainly not going gently down a stream today.
No. Row your boat. That's gonna hurt. They're gonna feel that tomorrow. Paulie's feeling it now.
Well, that's just a shame because I heard they were planning on going to Paulie's club tonight. And there's the 3. Tremendous victory for the Sons of Italy.
All right, fans, there is your winners, Nunzio and Gino Caruso. That was an outstanding match.
Tremendous indeed.
Wow,
Tremendous night.
that was outstanding. Rick King making his comeback. We thought we'd see a little ring rust. We didn't see any of that.
You know what? Rick King was in tremendous shape tonight. We got to see some of the classics and a couple of newer things Rick King can do.
But I'll tell you what, Drew Marston gave him a run for his money.
I don't think either competitor expected that much fight. With Drew Marston expecting Rick King to be a lot more rusty, and Rick King probably not expecting much out of such a young competitor.
But the fans benefited.
Oh, tremendous match. One of the best
They
I've
enjoyed
seen.
that. JT Metal came up a little bit short.
But JT Metal, considering how good Timir is, JT Metal pushed Timir to the edge tonight. But Timir came out on top and gets that #1 contender spot for the viral title.
That he did. And in our main event, the Midnight Delight, Beautiful Buddy, and Playboy Paulie. They put on a tremendous battle, but look at their opponents. The Godfather, Gino Caruso, Nunzio, the Little Guido, the Sons of Italy.
Tremendous tag team match. All parties fought their hardest, despite the fact that Buddy Thomas and Playboy Paulie were trying to cut corners and fight a little dirty. But hey, you know, what do you think this? Attilio April joining the Sons of Italy.
I could see that.
You know, hey, championship committee, let's make that happen.
And what if the Midnight Delight comes back and they bring in a third?
Well, now we got an even 6-man tag.
Well, fans, we'll see you next week again from Kingston on Fully Charged.